I sit by the phone, but I haven't heard
both sides, stomach size and diameter.
And you know the money's for managers.
I know money's for managers.
I sit by the phone, but I haven't heard 2 spots and 10,000 challengers. I know the money's for managers, but goddammit, art is for amateurs.
Hello everybody, welcome to what is tentatively called Jam Mechanics. My name is Matt, I am the Narcissist Cookbook.
And my name is Bug. I am from a band called Bug Hunter.
We had this idea in the van, which was that we would set each other a songwriting challenge, and then we would go away for some hours, and we would come back with a song. And the goal would not be that it would be the best song ever. It would just be a song.
Or half a song, or one line.
One line.
whatever it is. That's
yeah.
I think let's not set the bar too high immediately. A whole song. Oh God, who could do that?
A song can be anything. A song can be a vibe. It could just be a vibe. A song can be you Venmoing me $50.
How did you know my first challenge? So I thought it might make sense in the context of this first episode to introduce ourselves a little more thoroughly than we probably will in any future episode. Just for anybody who maybe came here from Bug Hunters camp or from the Narcissist Cookbook camp that doesn't know the other one, or if you saw the title of a podcast called Jam Mechanics and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to listen to that.
I'm sorry we're not making jam. Who
No,
knows what it'll turn into?
Like I said, the challenges can be anything.
Go and have a nice nap.
I'll go for my name is Bug. I am a songwriter. I've been writing songs since I was 22. I lived in Seattle for a very long time, and I still I associate as a Seattle-based songwriter, even though I live in Richmond, Virginia. As the lead songwriter and singer of a band called Bug Hunter, I have released 4 albums, one as recently as 2 weeks ago. A lot of my music is very lyric-based. I like catchy melodies, but put about 95% of all of my time and effort into my lyrics. So the craft of songwriting is to me the most interesting part of kind of the song making process, which I'm excited that this kind of idea is distilling that down into like a very condensed form. So.
Mm-hmm. What was the name of your most recent album, just to kind of put this in a temporal context?
It was called Happiness, in parentheses, without a catch. And I abide by that promise, and there's never a catch on the album. It's just pure happiness for 11 tracks, and nothing ever goes wrong.
It's also got my favorite of your songs on it, which is the first track, called Not Like That. I had been humming it for like a year in advance. I remember the first time you played it for me in the van we were driving across England somewhere, and I was just like, I'm so mad.
You were mad
so
at me.
mad.
Yeah.
It's so good. So yeah, that's my favorite song so far, but who knows what you're going to come up with this week.
It could be today. Today could be the day.
So my name is Matt Johnson. I write under the name The Narcissist Cookbook. I have been using that name since about 2015. I haven't put out an album since 2021, which was This Is How We Get Better. I am currently looking at a whiteboard covered in notes for the next album. In fact, the next album, EP and single, God knows how I'm going to fit it all together. But yeah, my stuff is a sort of mixture of kind of light poppy stuff and angry political rants and just whatever I feel like writing in the moment. So I am always happy to come up with something on the spot, because generally those are the songs that feel the most exciting to me. I think Sugar in My Coffee came out as the result of a songwriting challenge, and Apple came out as the result of a songwriting challenge.
I think that was kind of one of the biggest sparks for me of even doing this idea, is you talking about your old kind of songwriting challenge group and the just absolute career defining songs that came out of these these challenges. So again, low stakes, low standards should be fine.
So do you want to suggest your challenge first, or do you
No,
want me to
I have
suggest?
I have a thing first.
Okay.
Because you can't have a podcast unless you have some kind of you got to banter for a bit. So
We're bantering.
Yeah, I know. So I've Googled icebreaker questions for your first date.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm just going to ask you. I'm going to pick a random question here, and we're just going to, we've introduced ourselves, but we need to have people get to know us. So I got question number 17 here. If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would it be?
Any cartoon character? Either Finn the Human or Jake the Dog, I think.
I have not. I have not seen this show. I know what show you're referring to, but I don't.
Yeah, from Adventure Time.
Yeah.
At my best, I feel like I try and model myself on both of those very different characters.
Mm-hmm.
Just being open to adventure and letting what happens happen. So yeah, I'd love to hang out with one or both of them. However, I feel as a real person hanging out with Finn and Jake, I'd probably die like immediately. My one hit point ass would just be burned alive in some sort of adventure. Okay, let me. Are
you hitting me back with a different one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm on icebreaker questions for your first date or your 50th date.
That's the one I want.
Okay. What is your funniest talent?
So the first thing that pops into my head was, and this is something that I didn't know that I was good at until like recently. And it's just because yesterday I was editing the recordings of our live shows over the summer, and I found that I was
same here actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's fantastic. I'm excited to show people those. But the banter in between songs. Songwriting is not performing, right? They're two different things. And I kind of have suspected that I've been good at songwriting for many years now, just kind of starting back in, torn between a couple and feeling like, oh God, these songs are good. But performing them is a totally different thing. And getting on stage and having 200 people like just stand and watch you for an hour it's not the same thing as sitting in my room on the floor with a guitar and like writing. And so the fact that I can get up and make people laugh in a non-practiced way, just in between songs, like improvising kind of banter with the crowd. And for the most part, I have a couple of bits that I do before songs, but for the most part, it's all kind of just off the cuff. And so I was impressed with myself just listening back to these recordings of like, yeah, I'm actually getting like genuine laughs from like the crowd in between songs with stuff I'm just like making up and saying. And so, yeah, I'm going to say stage banter is a talent that I have that I didn't know that I had until probably like the last like 2 years. So.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I actually, I've got a list here. I've just finished going through all of the recordings for my stuff, and I've got this list here, which is like all of the songs that I think kind of worked, and all of the banter, and then all of the stuff. And I've got like, and it's occasionally I'll be listening to myself being like, pull out, Matt. Like, what are you, what are you talking about here? You've been talking for a full minute, and you are not making sense. But for the most part, I'm like, okay, no, I represented myself pretty well.
Yeah, no, it's as someone who has literally seen basically like 95% of all Narcissist Cookbook shows that have existed in the last year, your banter is like endlessly entertaining night to night, and you do a much better job of mixing up kind of your bits than I do. I have been very purposefully like I've been aware of some of my like intros that I have been starting to cut as I move through the shows. I'm like, well, people are going to hear me say that on the New York show, so I'm going to cut this from the Pittsburgh one because I feel like people will be like, okay, well, he's clearly reusing his jokes. Where you I think you do a better job of making it even more fresh every night. So
I try, but that does mean, it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
I was definitely listening to, I can't remember, there was one show I was listening to where I was like, oh, those poor people. Like, what was I think it's because I had a bit of a sore throat, so I was trying to just like tell some stories off the cuff, and
one of my favorite of your banter bits that you did was we were in Pittsburgh and you were so excited before the show to make everybody do this chant with you. Your chant was "Give me a pit, give me a spurg," and that was very funny. And you were so excited to do it, and immediately you got on stage and you called the room Philadelphia. And then everyone was like, "Ugh," and then immediately you launch into the "Give me a pit, give me a spurg" just to like save yourself, and it was from somebody who knew that you were like excited to make that joke, and then where you deployed it in your set was so comedic to me, and nobody was gonna like understand that like background in the audience, and it made me so happy. I was
I was really gonna like plant that like halfway through the show, and then I was like, "Oh no,
you hit the ripcord up at the first hurdle." It was like, yeah, you were like on stage for like 30 seconds, and you pulled that one out.
How's it going, Philadelphia?
Yeah, that was good.
Give me a Philadelphia. Give me a
Cool. Okay, I think we are appropriately icebroken at this point.
Okay, cool.
So
I'm gonna save this just in case we want to do more icebreaking in future.
Oh yeah. This is going in the bookmarks for sure. 90 plus icebreaker questions for your first date or your 50th.
I can't believe we ended up on the same. It wasn't even the first search result.
No, I didn't hit the first one either. Okay. So I think the format that we're gonna try for this podcast here is we're gonna give each other challenges. So I've in front of me, I have a challenge for Matt to write a song with kind of these parameters in mind, and I'm assuming Matt kind of has the same for me. We will give them to each other, and then we'll do a we're gonna go offline. This isn't gonna be in live 3 hour while we
screaming over each other.
And we'll reconvene. What did we say? 3 hours is.
We did not say that.
We
said 6 hours.
Did we say 6?
I was expected to come back at 11.
That seems a lot. All right, we'll do 6.
Well, because the idea behind 6 is like, if something comes up, it's oh, okay, we can get dinner, we can do something.
Right.
Whereas if it's 3 hours, I'm going to be like, oh god, okay, I can't do anything.
Like go do it now. Yeah, okay. 6 seems fine. I have some other things to do.
That's like a working day.
Yeah. So we'll give 6 hours to come up with as much as you're able to. Try and make like a decent little. I mean, you don't have to like fully produce anything with like drums and bass. Just I plan on just kind of doing
backing band. You guys can go.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to stay here. It's fine.
Save a lot on the budget. Cool. Do you want me to give my?
Yeah, so here's the last anxiety before we jump in is that I have no idea, because we didn't really discuss the kind of challenges that we were going to set, and I don't know if I think mine is pretty simple, but I think there's a good chance that if we're going to like realize that we are on different pages, this is when it's going to happen. So.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. I think it should be fine. I'm not making you. Well, there's a couple hoops to jump through, but it's not like. I'm not being overly prescriptive. I think keeping it open-ended. I think limitations are a great way to just like say like kind of make you be creative. So
yeah, I'm ready to type into my notepad.
Okay, here is my challenge for you.
Okay,
Matt, I want a song that is about like the 4 natural elements.
Okay.
Fire, water, air, earth, right?
Yeah.
You cannot use the following 8 words. Fire, water, air, earth. Hot, wet, hot, wet, wind, or dirt. Okay. So, not to be overly prescriptive, but kind of what I'm going for here is I want a song that like if someone heard it and then you told them, yeah, this song is about fire, water, air, and earth, they'd be like, oh yeah, of course it is, but you're not allowed to use those words. Okay. So what can you read off the 8 words again that you cannot say in the song?
So this is a song about the 4 natural elements. earth, air, fire, water. I cannot say earth, air, fire, or water. I also cannot say hot, wet wind, dirt, which is so annoying because that was going to be the title of the song. Okay.
And that is as much of a challenge as I'm going to give you. I just want a song about the 4 elements, and you can't use those words.
Okay.
How far off are we on challenge ideas?
No, like yours is mine is like really simple.
Okay.
But also could be more complicated.
Okay.
It's really so I'm about to send you a link. I'm going to tell you what the link is before I send it.
Okay.
This is Wiki Roulette. So you're going to open up a random Wikipedia page. You're going to click this link, and it's going to give you a completely random Wikipedia page. You cannot tap out. Unless it's something horrible.
Okay.
You're going to have to write a song related somehow to this Wikipedia page.
Okay.
So
you're just going random generator on me. You're going a little
I wanted to start off with something really, really simple.
Okay. So if I click this link, it is immediately
it
going
will
to open.
automatically give you a random page.
Okay. I'm going to click the link. It's been clicked.
Can you send me the page as well?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing.
Is it just the Wikipedia page for All Star by Smash Mouth?
No.
So
I've been given a Wikipedia page. This Wikipedia page is, I'm gonna mispronounce the name. This Wikipedia page is 2 sentences about the a former member of the Italian Chamber of Deputies, Francesco Forgione. And here's, I'm going to read you the whole article. It says, Francesco, born August 15, 1960, born in Catanzaro, Italy, is a former member of the Italian Chamber of Deputies and the Communist Refoundation Party. He was chairman of Anti-Mafia Commission in 2006 to 2008. End of Wikipedia entry.
perfect. You're talking about non-prescriptive.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's so open-ended.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Is he still alive? Yep. Doesn't have a.
And if you wanna check out that Wikipedia page, you can find the link in the show notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's currently the mayor of Favignana. I'm gonna have to learn to pronounce some words. Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, I'm writing a song about the mayor of Favignana, which is it's a commune of 3 islands in southern Italy.
We're gonna get a gig there.
This already feels like it's gonna be a thing. Okay, that's my challenge.
Okay, cool. Well,
you have the 4 natural elements. I have Francesco, the mayor of a small commune in Italy.
It's funny because I was genuinely worried you were going to get something that was going to take you like half an hour to read.
Nope.
Sweet. Okay, I'm going to get started right away.
Okay. Yeah, I guess me too. Okay, Mechanic That Jam.
I'm ready to get all jammed up. And we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah, it's been
almost exactly 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah. I think.
I even had time to go and get a couple of veggie burgers.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Matt. So for the record, Matt did finish faster than me. You were like an hour ago. You were like, "Are you done yet?"
No, it's because I was scared that you were just sitting there with like a finished track.
No, I would have said something.
Okay. Yeah, like I said something.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just messing.
Yeah.
So just right off the bat, like how do you feel? Do you enjoy this so far?
Yeah, I mean, it came together. It's that weird It's that weird kind of like art exploration where I started playing something on the guitar that was like, just as soon as we hung up, I was like...
Yeah, me too.
And then I was like, okay, well, I guess, I don't have time to change my mind. I guess that's what I'm playing.
Okay, how do we want to approach it? I think I challenged you first, so do you want to do yours first?
Okay, you have this in the thing. I will post you the lyrics as well.
Okay.
So mine is either a very short song that just goes in a straight line and then ends, or where it cuts off, I can easily imagine it going on for another minute, 2 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit play on it, and you get to just watch me listen to it, and we'll cut in the better audio for our listeners. Sound good?
Okay, tell me when you hit play.
I'm hitting play in 3, 2, 1.
Grab my winter coat and leave the door unlocked. I'll be back before you know I'm gone. Cutting through the side streets with the alleycats and missing dogs. Whispers from the reservoir of cats me up. Buzzing lights impersonate the sun. Missives from the landfill to the west of town. Frozen condensation in my lungs. And I will be back when the spell is cast. I'll breeze through your door with my heart intact. The crystals that form on the inside of our windows will fracture and come apart. I'm waiting for sun, the life of the world yet to come. I'm waiting for sun, the life of the world yet to come. I'm waiting for.
Okay, so I'm mad at you. Because I was not expecting the full production, to just bombard me.
Well, here's the thing. I have 3 or 4 different gears that I write in, and one of them is I don't know where this is going, so I'm just gonna kind of build up loops, and I will write as I record. And if I just played you that song on acoustic guitar, it probably wouldn't hit in the same way. I think that the production is sort of making up for a lot of shortcomings in the song itself.
I think I'm very impressed right now that you messaged me 1 hour ago and said, "Hey, I'm done," and you were able to do that. That was rad. That was super rad. I purposely did not look at the lyrics as I was listening to it because I wanted to kind of take it in. And so now I'm going to kind of just go through the lyrics. And so the reminder of the challenge was write a song about the 4 elements without using, I gave you 8 words you couldn't use.
Fire, earth, air, water, hot, wet, wind, dot.
And so when you found the sun, I was like, ooh, that's a good one. That's a good loophole. You were doing a little count up thing while I was listening to it. Whispers from the reservoir have kept me up. Buzzing lights impersonate the sun. Missives from the landfill to the west of town. Frozen condensation in my lungs. I think you succeeded in my challenge. I feel like you've done it.
I was pleased with it. And actually the wind one really really tripped me up because I wanted to say wind from the very first line, and I was really struggling with it through the entire song. And then eventually I used breeze, like I'll breeze through your door with my heart intact. But yeah, not being able to say wind was a really good hand to tie behind my back.
There's just, you know, a lot of kind of a lot of feelings listening to that. A lot of kind of like, I don't know, longing, nature-y, which I think is right on intact if you're going to write a song about, you know, the four elements, and how, I don't know, I just felt like the you or the narrator of the song was just like, just wound with nature throughout the entire song. So what does the song mean to you? Like, what?
It's sort of not to give people too much of a peek behind the curtain, but like it sort of, I think, takes place in the same place that I think I'm going to leave my phone at home tonight.
I caught that
takes
too.
place in.
Yeah.
It's they're like, that is a vibe that I've gone back to, you know, pretty frequently.
Cutting through the side streets with the alleycats and missing dogs. I was kind of there with you in that space that you've built.
I think, I mean, I think in my head the narrator is like a wizard. Like, they're like a wizard, and they're like sneaking out in the middle of the night because all of these like trapped elements that are supposed to be free have been like sending out their little tendrils, and this, you know, so like the water's in the reservoir, the sun is in the buzzing lights, the wind is also there.
It's windy, and there's,
but it's not windy in the way it should be. And yeah, like, I think they're going out to like to perform some sort of like magic, because I'm reading a book at the moment called The Portable Door, and last night the chapter I read, the main character did a bit of magic to make the sun come out and the rain go away. So I'm not capable of having an original thought.
No,
you know, what was the last thing I read?
I liked the landfill, kind of as your stand-in for Earth. I thought that was a cool way of kind of getting that imagery in there.
Yeah, I was pleased with that. I'm very pleasantly surprised with how the whole thing came together. Like, I think if I came back to that in a couple of months, I would go, okay, that's the first half of a song, and like that bit that fades out at the end, like that suggests somewhere else it could go, and then probably back to that chorus at some point, and then end.
Yeah, I think
and then do a 4 minute spoken word section, banging.
I could see more. I could see more of this. I feel like I listened to it and I wanted more. But you know, I think that's not saying, oh, you didn't finish. I just think you left me wanting more from it. So, yeah, good job, Matt.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I'm happy with what I have. So a reminder of what my challenge was Francesco, the mayor of a real guy. He's the mayor of an island, a series of islands in Italy. Named Francesco. So I
chosen at random by Wikipedia roulette.
Completely random. This is like such a weird, because like for me, people don't know my music. One of my most popular songs is called Dear McCracken. It is about a real person named McCracken. That's all I have about them, is that their name is McCracken. I was screen peeking on a plane, and people are always like, oh, I wonder if the real McCracken has heard this song. This is so like another level above that, because this is a guy with a Wikipedia page. Like, there's nothing stopping one person from just, hey, Francesco, this podcast did a song about you.
From as we speak. Yeah. As we speak, someone is listening to this being like, I know that guy's email address. Just send him an email right now.
So easy to find. Yeah. Like, anyways. So keeping that in mind, I, obviously was just like, well, I'm gonna use this as a jumping off point. And I like where this landed. I don't think it's done, but for 3 hours, I'm very happy with the product that I've come up with. So I'm gonna get this glossy MP3 into our chat.
I'm so pumped.
I will put the lyrics in here for you, and you go ahead and just say yes or go when you're listening.
Okay, I am gonna hit play right now.
Francesco is the mayor of a city by the shore. It's on the southern tip of Italy, known for tuna fish and tourists. He books a meeting, sends an email, poses for the local papers. One more email, has that meeting, off to dinner with his neighbors. That's Francesco. Francesco, he was named after a saint called Padre Pio, who reportedly fought demons, claimed he parlato con Dio. He says a prayer, goes to mass, and poses with a little wafer. One more prayer, one more sip of wine, then pranzo with his neighbors. That's Francesco. And though he's not producing miracles or guiding wayward spirits home, I wonder if Francesco thinks about it. Yeah, I wonder if Francesco thinks about it. But in March of 241 BC, the Romans and Phoenician fleets began a battle in the sea just off the coast of Sicily. So many bodies on the beach, they turned to red, now theirs to keep. They built a tower on the hill, passed back and forth through history. The Romans and Aragonese, the Normans and the Genoese, but now it's ruled by Angelo, who runs the gift shop at its feet. And I think about that abandoned fort and the body stacked on that bloody shore. How long it took to clear the port, 2,000 years of tug-of-war. Now long after the fall of Rome, an office chair usurps the throne. A modern mayor scrawls his name on permits for a loading zone. It hasn't always been this way, it hasn't always been this way. And I wonder if Francesco thinks about it. Yeah, I wonder if Francesco thinks about it.
Oh, that was so good. Like that. Oh, I love that so much.
Thanks.
Yeah, like, so how much of your 3 hours was spent Googling?
I have so many tabs open right now. It's both Wikipedia pages that I, moved through, and also YouTube, how to pronounce certain words. I have so many tabs open.
You are trying to get the keys to this island. Like you're trying to really, you want to be welcomed there with open arms. No, that was ridiculously impressive. Like that, the lyrical thing you do, just with rhymes and internal rhymes, like it's just magical. And I don't know how you do that. Especially like just being like, I'm just going to write a 4-verse heavily lyrical song based on 2 sentences I read on this Wikipedia article. Yeah, I think what I would say is that I think you could even do without the "and though he's not producing miracles or guiding wayward spirits home." Like it could just be verse because that.
So yeah, so here is the story of how I came to this song. So the very first thing that I did was, okay, he's the mayor of this town. What is this town? Let me read about the history of the town. It's this 3 islands off the coast of Italy, kind of near Sicily. There was a big battle there in 241 BC between the Romans and the Phoenicians, and they have a cove there called the Red Cove because of so many like bodies that washed up on shore. And then it kind of went back and forth about who took over this series of islands. So I read all of that, and then I Googled this guy's name. Francesco is his full name, and he did not pop up as the first result. A saint named Padre Pio popped up as the first result. Same name, right? And so I was like, okay, I'm taking a little liberty here with this. Francesco was named after a saint. Maybe he was. I don't know. Probably. Other little side fact, a 2023 movie called Padre Pio starring Shia LaBeouf just came out. So this is also relevant now.
So topical.
Yeah. Yes. So and though he's not producing miracles or guiding wayward spirits home, I wonder if Francesco thinks about it. Yeah, I think for me, I wanted to have a little bit more at the end to kind of like not have that last line be so kind of unprompted or out of nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, yeah. So, for me, the song is just kind of about legacy and how we build on our own histories and namesakes and living up to, precedents set.
No, I think it's excellent. And you really are so good at like bringing things together, and just that last quadruplet of now long after the fall of Rome, an office chair usurps the throne, a modern mayor scrawls his name on permits for a loading zone. Oh yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand here and pat myself on the back for I if anything comes out of this, the visual there of the now long after the fall of Rome, an office chair usurps the throne. I was very pleased with that line.
That is a genuinely solid song.
Thanks.
Like I would be overjoyed if I wrote that. And in case people or you could see my face when you were approaching just this verse, but in March of 241 BC, I was just like, how are you going to do this? And the answer is, it just flows. It just flows. What a dick.
I felt very inspired by you, because when I was writing that part, I was like, this feels so much more in Matt's wheelhouse of kind of like, you like to talk more about kind of history and things way more than I do in my songs. And I felt like kind of having this small little history lesson in the middle of my
do a little lore
song.
drop. People love those lore drops.
Yeah. There's somebody out there who knows about this battle who is just going to be thrilled about if they get a song.
Probably Mayor Francesco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're happy.
Yeah.
Like
we did a good job.
Yeah.
I think. Are we songwriters? Yeah, I think for me, I'm feeling like episode 1. That's good work, us. Good job. We did it for 3 hours. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that is the first episode of Pan-Atlantic Jam Mechanics, or whatever we're going to call this thing. Thanks everybody for listening if you made it this far. And we have Discords. Both of us have Discords. We would love to have you join them. Just reach out to us on social media and ask for a link.
Except Twitter, I guess.
Except Twitter. Don't. Yeah.
So at the time of writing, I've been banned from Twitter for a guillotine meme about a billionaire. I'm assuming that's what it was. They didn't tell me. But just send me a DM on Tumblr or Instagram or anything like that, or even just send Bug a DM. Yeah,
I'll do it. That's fine.
And ask for a link to my Discord, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah. Cool. Well, this has been Jam Mechanics with Bug and Matt. Outro music.
I sit by the phone, but I haven't heard. Both sides, stomach size and diameter. And you know the money's for managers. I know money's for managers. I sit by the phone, but I haven't heard. 2 spots and 10,000 challengers. I know the money's for managers, but goddammit, art is for amateurs.
Hi, this is one of your hosts. This is Matt from the Narcissist Cookbook, just doing a little tag at the end of episode 1. If you want to get these tracks, the easiest way to do that, besides some sort of home taping setup, is to go to Bandcamp, jammechanics.bandcamp.com, or just look for Jam Mechanics Bandcamp on bing.com, and you will find the episode itself, which also comes packaged with individual tracks for Bug's song and my song. We're going to do that for every single episode. It's pay what you want, grab it for free. If you want to grab it for free, give us whatever you think is fair, if you could have some disposable income. Besides that, you can email us as well. If you want to email us at hello@jammechanics.com, that'll get to both of us. You want to email Bug, that's bug@jammechanics.com, and mine is tnc@jammechanics.com. Thank you so much for listening. At the time of me speaking, we've recorded 4 episodes of these, and they just get more fun. This is going to be great. Thanks for coming along with us. It's the end of the show, and I get to write my own goodbye song. Goodbye.